Now, we already talked about how Rachel was barren and she couldn't have kids, but at some point, after Leah, Bia, and Zilpah already had like 10 kids, Rachel finally gets pregnant and has Joseph. This was the child that he waited for years. That's the one that he wanted to have with Rachel. He wanted to always have a kid with Rachel, but it was never in the cards for them. But finally, it did happen, and Jacob was like 90 years old when this happened. That's why I say in his old age. But then later, Rachel gets pregnant again with Joseph's younger brother, Benjamin. And while giving birth to Benjamin, Rachel actually dies, which clearly sent Jacob into a depression or whatever you want to call it. But I don't think once Rachel died, he was ever the same. So Joseph represents the woman he loved, the years he suffered, and the promise he waited for. That doesn't make favoritism right, but it makes him human, and I can kind of understand that. And there's something else we usually miss when it says that Jacob loved Joseph more than the other ones, more than the other sons, you kind of got to think about what did he have to pick from. His four oldest sons from Leah, Reuben tried to take over control of the family by sleeping with his father's wife. He slept with one of the servant wives, trying to take over. That was like a hostile takeover. Like, I took your wife, now I run this whole family. But it didn't work out for him. Then you got Judah, who we'll talk about in chapter 38, where after everything that happened with Joseph, Judah just dipped. He just got up and left and went to go kick it with the Canaanites and have a whole nother family, which was a whole nother issue. Then you got Simeon and Levi, that even though they were doing it under justice for their sister, they went into Shechem, which is a place that they were staying outside of, and they were supposed to have like a peace treaty and try to make things happen. And something happened to where the son of the king of Shechem sexually assaulted their sister, and Simeon and Levi was like, we about to ride for it. So they went into Shechem and they killed all the men there, like a mass slaughter. So if you look at it from Jacob's point of view, he has this important covenant that he's supposed to pass down to his kids. And he has Joseph, who is following his obedience, who is clearly at some point, I would think, Jacob sees something inside of him that he doesn't see in the other brothers, because they keep messing up and keep doing things to make Jacob's life harder. So I'm not saying it's right for him to clearly say he loves the other son, he loves Joseph more, but I can understand them.